edition. Guess who's here for OGs of wrestling? Ain't no competition, we report, you gon' listen. Never no mercy, we bring the ring to the streets. If you don't know, you better find out off the ropes. Here to prove a point, number one in the league. Bet you don't wanna tussle with us, know where to hide or run. Step in the ring, you're done, you're never stepping out again.
So you're back on the wolf pack.
Off the roof, representing that 617 area.
So you're back on the wolf pack.
No other podcast out here more scarier.
So you're back on the wolf pack.
Wrestling entertainment news reported by the Bears.
So you're back on the wolf pack. You might wind up in a body bag.
Took your chances, now it's time to show you what's on. In the ring, off the ropes, best believe that we strong. Day in, day out, off the ropes for life. Shiznit, E-Wiz, Fast Crew on the mic. Town be the city where we make our own rules. Stomping on you can't fit our shoes. Off the ropes, a crowd pleaser, conquering like Caesar. Lean on us like Pisa when you need your wrestling re-up.
So you're back on the wolf pack.
Off the roof, representing that 617 area.
So you're back on the wolf pack.
No other podcast out here more scarier.
So you're back on the wolf pack.
Wrestling entertainment news reported by the Bears.
So you're back on the wolf pack. You might wind up in a body bag.
Welcome to OTTR. I'm your head host, BlvckHvrt, back in this bitch. Here we are, Big Mike, we in the building. Shout out to Anchor for getting the podcast platform that we need to make the podcast happen here for OTTR. Follow us on social medias. Buy our t-shirts on Bonfire, www.bonfire.com. It's very easy to try to find us. Hit that like, share, notifications, bells, and all that other type of stuff on YouTube to get the forward further dates of what's going on with us as we're getting ready for season 3's season finale next week when it comes to AEW's Double or Nothing pay-per-view, which I got me and the paper champion over here, Big Mike in the building. I guess it'll only be us for us today, and you're on the time limit. So, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I think it's only right that it's just me and you, because I mean, clearly this is the cream of the crop here. We had to get rid of these other dudes, so it's only right that it's so because the rest of them are not on this level. This job, I've been trying to say this for weeks. There's levels to this. There's level.
You're right. This level, you're right. This
like, have you noticed, BlvckHvrt? At no time during all of this did I come to you. I didn't come at you. I see the level. I know this is going to be epic. The rest of these dudes, come on, man. Come on.
Basically, what he's telling all y'all in the back is it's the man up, grow some balls, and get ready and get prepared for season 4 because we got a lot of stuff in store. And y'all need to.
I told him, remember, back of the line. Back of the line, please. Get back there. All that noise. God. And still acknowledge the only OTTR champion.
You really get me started about that, man. Like, listen, until you beat me next week, which you won't, you better keep your fingers crossed. You better pray to the skies over the next week. That you better hope and pray that I'll get no inside tip or anything like that type of sort. But we'll worry about that next week. We are the cream, the what do you say, of the whole entire organization. So let's just say that much. Let's quickly get into Monday Night Raw. I know, like I said, you're on the time crunch, so I gotta make this day quick. So Raw kicks off with Bobby Lashley and MVP celebrating MVP's title defense at WrestleMania Backlash between the two, Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre. Key quote: "Did you see the 5 beautiful ladies in the back? I smashed all 5 of them if I wanted to."
Yes, I did, and I love how MVP had some diversity in the women that came out with Bobby Lashley.
He had some diversity into these. He had 2. Listen, he had 2 or 3 black women, and then two Latinas, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, MVP, you are the MVP of this Monday Night Raw brand. MVP says that Braun Strowman has broken ribs. Drew McIntyre shouldn't even get out of bed this morning. But MVP said that Lashley was supposed to have the night off, but Lashley wants to give an open challenge to somebody in the back to give him the opportunity. McIntyre comes out and wants to set that open challenge. MVP puts the brakes on that. Drew McIntyre the open challenge is for anyone except for Braun and Drew. So Drew did a task last year. He told him to fight him one-on-one. MVP started holding back. They're going to prolong with this story when it comes to Hell in the Cell. So that's when we're on our season break. That's going to probably transpire. Hell in the Cell match, and we'll talk about the outcome later. So just trying to build up for that, pretty much. Then you got the Raw Tag Team Champions AJ Styles defeating Elias by disqualification because Jackson Riker interferes. It disinvolved. Omos comes in, makes you save for Styles after the match. I guess at this point, they're trying to make AJ Styles a babyface, even though that he's a heel. So I am super confused.
I literally was just when you finished. I was like, so are they heel or face? Because I don't know what's going on here. Like, we're all over the place.
Listen, man, neither do I. And this whole thing is out of whack. I mean, like, complete out of whack. Like, I don't know who's faces, who's heels, who's even tweeners anymore. And I don't consider tweeners anything because it's just another word for anti-hero. Rhea Ripley is not an anti-hero, but I'll talk about that later. Then we get Alexa Bliss had her little playground session with the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Nia and Tamina. Alexa asks them what's their favorite color. Believe it or not, yes. Natalya says pink, and Tamina says black and blue, and that's the way that she would do it if Alexia's face, if she tries to do anything weird. And then as Alexa Bliss is talking to Lily, the little doll, back and forth and whatnot, these two just walk away unscathed or awkwardly looking at them confused. Something just might happen here. Yes. Angel Garza defeats. No, go ahead.
I don't know about you, but I actually enjoyed that segment. I love the way Tamina played that off, like she didn't know what's going on, and Natty being in her own world trying to be nice, like I that segment made sense. I
get it. It makes sense, but who is Alexa Bliss targeting? Is my main question.
That's the question.
That's another question for another day. I thought it would be Shayna because obviously what happened the previous week before that, but now it just seems like we don't know. It could be anywhere. It could be at any point, any given time, or maybe it could be on SmackDown with one person that we talked about behind the scenes, but we'll get into that later too. Angel Garza defeated Drew Gulak. Garza shoves a rose down the man's mouth after the match is over. I hate this gimmick. I know. I hate this gimmick now. I hate it.
Just pass. Just pass.
A heavy pass. Akira Tozawa pinned R-Truth backstage to become the new 24/7 champion. Gay. I can't like there's no words I can say about this. Okay, so Kofi Kingston Kofi Kingston defeated Randy Orton in their match after Xavier Woods caused a distraction using the trombone, right? Orton is pissed off after the match. He's mad. And Riddle shoves Wood because he's trying to get them to be friends. Randy is not having it. This whole thing's out of whack. I can smell it.
Heel turn? Was that what it was supposed to be?
No. I just think he was just sticking up for his partner. He was sticking up for his buddy, his new partner that he wasn't trying to make something out of. But we're going to see bits and shades of that come into play. I can't see Riddle as a heel. I don't see it. I see Randy Orton coming out of nowhere, RKOing him to death, and punching his head open.
Randy looked like he wanted to RKO him in the ring.
Dude, he was an RKO. He was an RKO everybody at this point. Like anybody can get it at this point.
Yeah.
Then we got Natalya and Tamina defeating Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler to retain the Women's Tag Team Championship after Alexa Bliss causes a damn distraction to set the ring post on fire, and poor what's his face? Reggie gets burnt in the face. And Nia's over there trying to color her little sugar baby or like whatever. And Shayna gets distracted, smack. Boom, that's all she freaking wrote. I don't know. I'm just in Shayna, I'm sensing Shayna, I'm sensing Tamina, I'm sensing Sasha. I don't know where this Alexa Bliss thing is going, and I'm so totally confused.
I was okay with it originally because I thought what I thought was going to happen was Shayna was going to get mad and yell at Nia for not helping. And then what happened on SmackDown, I'm like, okay, so that was just random then. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool. That's good to know. So I
it just felt random. Like this whole thing is random until she actually picked the actual person to actually target and do something with it. So I don't know about this just yet. I just want to know who's the will going to be around, and who is that pointer going to point at and say, "Oh, you're my next victim," or you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Sabrina from Pokemon. If you remember that episode, that little dog controlled everything.
I do actually remember what you're talking about.
Yes, she's going to be the Sabrina of wrestling. I'm sorry. So forget about that. So they're slowly morphing her over to a dark energy, dark sorcerer princess, or like whatever. And then boom, she can start taking off like a light bulb. Yeah, so that's that. Then we get the United States champion, Sheamus defeating Ricochet, which was actually a great match. But of course, it was a great match, but we obviously knew who was really going to walk out with the damn dub. Especially with the Sheamus is bad because so much. He said he stole private property. He stole a jacket and a hat. Says that private property. Anyway, Oscar defeats Charlotte Flair. Oh my God! Thank God the Dukes is not here. The Omni Flair. Shout out to Dukes, by the way. The Raw Women's Champion Rhea Ripley laughed at Charlotte and called her a loser. And Charlotte just got that evil look in her eye. I'm like, she could be business by Alexa Bliss next. That would be something.
That would be nice.
Just keep it under your hat, ladies and gentlemen. What if Charlotte went truly dark and she's willing to play hopscotch with Alexa Bliss and Lily the doll, like Recess? For real, I can see that kind of happen almost. But
it would be cool, but Charlotte's character development she's too ego's too big for that.
I know, and then that's why it's going to be one of those storylines that she might break that dark sorcerership within her to go back to her normal self. Yeah. So we're gonna see that kind of happen. This match is an automatic trash. Damian Priest defeats John Morrison in a lumberjack match. An actual lumberjack match.
I would say, a real lumberjack.
Real lumberjack match. Yes. So you were right. Yes. So I was more shocked looking at this. I'm like, wait, we couldn't get this at the pay-per-view the night before because we had zombies? Yes, folks, zombies. Because why? Because they were trying to do a marketing strategy for the new movie. What's it called? The Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead. Yeah.
And supposedly they got $1 million out, you know what I'm saying, out of that little fiasco. They got $1 million, but yet they paid all these zombies $1 million each just to do it. And Sky High was one of them. I was laughing. I was like, what? Like, that's stupid, but okay. Just whatever the piece the kid fans, you got that one down pat, but appease us, the adult fans, we don't want this. Last but not least, the main event of that night was Bobby Lashley doing an open challenge, and guess who comes out? Kofi Kingston. Yes, Kofi Kingston. Oh, but I got one big question for Raw. Where the hell is Keith Lee?
I don't know where Keith Lee. I thought Keith Lee was going to come out. That's what I thought they were setting up.
I was praying for that.
I did pop when Kofi came out because I was like, Kofi's in the main event again? Oh, here we go.
That's pretty good. But I threw up my hand right away. I'm like, where's Keith Lee? Like, he's been on TV for months, and I'm like, whoa, come on now. And I'm always thinking in my head at this. I'm like, if Keith Lee don't come back, I swear I'm gonna be the first one to be like, free Keith Lee, #free Keith Lee, and you will see it pop out. Oh, but
my thing is, do you think they might move him to SmackDown because now that his girl is on SmackDown, and you know how they like to keep the couples together?
True.
Is that what we're too, but he doesn't have any space like this for him on SmackDown.
And what would they do with him once he go to SmackDown? Set him up with Cesaro or Seth Rollins? They're not going to thrust him into the Universal title ranking yet. They're going to have him start off in the Intercontinental Championship, and then get him up into the main. They get him up into the main Universal top tier roster rank. Where now he can go against Roman Reigns, and they can build up time to manifest this thing and really give us a great main event out of both of these guys.
Especially since this history with him and Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm all for that, but I don't know. But I was disappointed. I thought Keith Lee was coming out.
Wow. And speaking of which, my sister is actually watching that Army of the Dead thing right now. Just when we were talking about that, right? And now someone in the background is watching it too, to herself. That's funny. But last but not least, Kofi Kingston defeated the champion Bobby Lashley in a non-title open challenge match at the Drew McIntyre caused a distraction himself. And that's how we end Raw. So I got a few questions where I'm not gonna get my answers. So why do I even bother with this? You know, like this is gonna be some things that I'm gonna have to think about long and hard. I'm like, I don't know about this now. But then again, I actually want to see this. It's just my main question is, when is Keith Lee coming the fuck back? And if you try to save it for when the fans come back, okay. But I feel like you owe us this. But WWE, you're on high notice. You owe us this now. Okay, let's get to NXT. Let's get to NXT. Yeah, let's get to NXT real quick. Tony Storm defeats Zoe Starks. That was a great match. That was a great opening match. Woo! Both my girls were starting over there. Jake Atlas defeats Cameron Grimes. Wait, I can't do the whole Cameron Grimes because I got my baby nephew in the background and he's knocked out. So I'm gonna do it silently.
I was about to say.
Wait. Cameron Grimes is blowing money all the way up to the moon. Wait, hold on a second. So usually I would go louder, but since he's in here, but still, I'm not home. But anyway, I'm gonna do it one more time for y'all fans. Cameron Grimes, shit me out, blowing money up, motherfucking to the moon. I had to do that real quick. All right. So Jake Atlas defeats Cameron Grimes. Defeating Cameron Grimes. Who comes out? Who comes out that came to make the damn big distraction? My man, the Hall of Famer, Ted DiBiase comes out. Money, 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 money. Yes, he came back, and then as he's going, as he's leaving, Cameron Grimes is upstairs. He's chasing them to the back. He's in a beautiful white Chrysler. Rolls out the window. Everybody has a price. And laughs it off. Driver, go. And Kevin, that whole scene, I was just laughing my ass off. I'm sorry. Now, you want to talk about sports entertainment? I was entertained. Okay, I was entertained. And speaking of which, Bobby Gunplay, who's been trapped down there in Florida for the last 3.5 weeks, finally shows up to his post. Welcome to join us. Next we get Killian Dane defeating Alexander Wolf. After the match, Imperium turned on Alexander Wolf and attacked him, beat his ass down. Supposedly, Alexander Wolf has been released from NXT. He's been released from WWE, so that's the whole reason why for that beatdown. So he's a free agent. He probably has a 30 or 60-day non-compete on his contract, so he probably can't do anything for another month or two. So we wish him the best of luck. Legado del Fantasma defeated Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher with some help from the Grizzly Young Veterans. I was upset about this. But I like the tag team division that they got down there. It's just now I'm kind of like lost in the midst about my two main guys, Thatcher and Ciampa. So can we figure something out when are they really gonna be a hard-fledged team like everyone else is or not? Like you gotta have to do something with them. Like you can't be having a 50-50 splits when it comes to this team. I don't like that. Moving on from that. Bobby Fish, who made his return the last week. He said that he comes back because he wants payback against Keith Dunn and Odie Walker for putting him on the sidelines his War Games. So Bobby Fish challenged Pete Dunne to a match next week. Oh, I gotta say this first. Aaliyah can get this work. Aaliyah, this girl can get this work, but she be taking L's. She took an L from Sheree.
Right.
I'm like, yo, like you look beautiful and all, but you gotta win some matches, girl. Damn, man. Fuck. Okay. Wait. Now I gotta. Now this was towards. Now this is to you, Uncle Fast, and you, Maverick. I said last week I give 4 weeks for this hit roll to make me a fan. Now it only took me 2 weeks, so they won me over.
Thank you.
They won me over with this one within 2 weeks. So Top Dollar and Asante Adonis defeated Tony Nese and Arari Davari. But after the match is over, they make their little promo happen and stuff like that. I was like, okay, they got some little connected dot spinners and the whole that thing. All right, cool, whatever. So now I'm looking at it, I'm like, but their hand sign, I'm not doing that. Nah, you gotta create some new joint for that, man. Otherwise, I don't know what they're about to do about the hand signals and shit like that. Don't be throwing no gang sign on television, folks. Be careful about what game sign that you throw up on TV because that thing will pop up at your front door. Like, yo, B, so what you doing that shit on TV for, folks? You know what I'm saying? Then WWE ain't gonna save your ass from that. And then this is their bidding. This is their problem. This was one of the reasons why I didn't like this. That's the only one reason why I didn't like it, because I'm like, what if people get this thing misconstrued, and then when they go outside, catch the buses outside, fool.
I'm surprised that they even let them do it, but
exactly. So, all right, and then the main event, my man Bronson Reed, E Duke's twin brother. Bronson Reed had defeated Johnny Gargano in a steel cage match to become the new NXT North American champion, and that was your main event. He hit a big ass body splash off the top of the cell onto poor 165-pounder Johnny Gargano, smushed him to a crisp. He's done it over with. He wins and walks out with championship gold. It took him 17 years to do it, baby.
Another great match. NXT was on fire this week.
NXT was definitely on point this weekend. I can't be any prouder for them on a Tuesday. Yeah. Now let's shift over to Wednesday real quick. Turn the page over, please. AEW Dynamite. We got Christian Cage defeated Matt Sydal. After the match, Team Taz attacked the both of them. Hangman Adam Page comes out, trying to help them. Brian Cage took out Page with a powerbomb. Now I love the match between both these guys. Both Matt Sydal gets my approval, but Christian Cage, of course he won most of us fuck over. But his work ethic is super relatable, and you can get behind him because he plays from the win behind. You know what I'm saying? He's not trying to be, just because I'm a veteran does not mean that I'm just gonna beat anyone's ass. No, there's probably younger people that's better than him, and he's trying to get across that. So I like this. I like this approach from that. John Moxley and Eddie Kingston defeated the Acclaim. And before that match even started, the Acclaim made some type of bar about Renee Paquette and some other stuff. So you seen John Moxley's face? He's like, yo, I'm about to beat this little dude's ass. And he was not playing either. He even hit a spike. He even hit a power driver on the poor dude. Max Caster, you've been winning me over for weeks with your little raps. Now they took their gimmick and put it into their own. So people cannot say he's not trying to compare him to John Cena and stuff like that. Forget about it now. He's in his own way when it comes to this. So anybody else got something to say about that?
It was very good.
Shots is going to be fired. Anyway. Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky takes credit for taking down Sting and playing part in Darby Allin losing the TNT Championship to Miro last week. Sting and Darby comes out to attack them to make things right, and the babyfaces got over on this one. So Sting put Scorpio Sky in the Scorpion Death Wild. Meanwhile, Darby's playing Pitbull Watchdog inside the ring that Ethan Page can even get to his mans. And that's how we're going to end that. So we're going to see a tag team match between the two of them at Double or Nothing on the 30th. So keep your eye out for that. AEW World Women's Champion Hikaru Shida defeated Rebel, not Reba. After the match, Britt Baker curb stomped Shida and posed with the title. I can't wait for this. Finally, my dentist is about to get some gold around her waist. Okay? I'm ready for this moment. the doctor is in, the dentist is in, whatever that they want to call it in the intro. Then we get
I
the
like
AEW.
starting to. I like it, but it's starting to feel like you're starting to feel very, very predictable that she's gonna win. Like
Of course.
you gotta let this girl at least hit for it once.
And I think I think that's probably going to happen on the next Dynamite, which is going to be on a Friday this upcoming week. So it's not going to be on Wednesday this week because of the NBA playoffs. So just give y'all the heads up for that one.
Yep, my DVR is set.
Exactly. So we got the AEW World Champion Kenny Omega and Dark Eyes trying to get Orange Cassidy to sign a contract that would take him out of the AEW World Title match at Double or Nothing. Cassidy slowly rips the contract, and then Dawn just revealed that he made a second copy and told Cassidy to think about this. You know what I'm saying? Think about his family. Omega warned Cassidy that if he chooses to compete, he won't hold back against him. Whatever. We already seen this happen with you, Omega, in 2 promotions already. So we already know what you're about right now, okay? So don't think people do not watch Impact. Well, certain people in this circle here probably still don't, but that's either here. Yeah, and then we get the Inner Circle agreeing to MJS stipulation for the Stadium Stampede match at Double or Nothing. So basically, for y'all that don't know, they're going to do the Stadium Stampede, the similar thing that you just seen with the Inner Circle and the Super Elite. And the Elite. But now you're going to see with the Pinnacle and the Inner Circle. So basically, if the Inner Circle loses, that they got to disband, which I don't think that's really going to happen. But if they do happen, I can see little individual single storylines for each. For each of the 5, and like that could be good for them. At least I have to guarantee them TV time. Also, FTR said that they are pretty upset with AEW tag team division. Like they are upset. Like they are taking some shots at AEW right now. Ooh-wee. You better read, you better watch that podcast because Scott Dawson went off. He went off on the whole AEW, the tag team division, and everything else. I was like, I'm like, he got a point. He made some valid points, but I think this could have been the work shoot. So you might never know. But then again, I could be wrong. Next, we got Next, we got Serena Deeb defeating Red Velvet to retain the NWA Women's Championship match. That match wasn't that bad. Serena Deeb just needs to drop the belt, sign with AEW, and help that locker room. Like for real, help that. I mean, I know they're helping, but she's more of a trainer at the Rose Academy. So she's training with them. So she's training with all the younger cats over there as a trainer. But I feel like she can help that locker room too. So I feel like she needs to be in that locker room to help manifest that good crop of women's talent. If they want to try to say AEW women's division sucks, well, why can't you bring in the people that necessary that has the IQ and the skill to help them manifest themselves? So give it time, folks, man. Like people always say, like they've been up for like a year and a half, 2 years. Yeah, granted that. And then look at WWE when it came to that women's division. How long did that fucking took? And it took them more than 10 years to do. So, to the face. Next, we got Anthony Ogogo defeating Austin Gunn and basically Anthony Ogogo's a boxer. He's just doing one punch to the ribs, you're knocked out. TKO Austin Gunn, he's out of here.
That's so ridiculous. Such a
That's so trash.
After the match, Ogogo threw the American flag at Cody Rhodes. They're making this. I'm like, I hate the storyline now. I hate it. Like I hate the Cody promo from last week because if a black person would have said that, he would have got cheered like a motherfucker. But no, we didn't get that. So I said my piece about that last week. So I'm not gonna bring it up here. So I don't like this thing. So this whole thing is trash. Next. Sorry, Cody, but I'm calling you the mid-card killer because you're killing your own fucking mid-card.
Facts.
And then top of that, you about to bump up the wrong person. I'm telling you that one right here, right now. If Anthony Ogogo wins against you at Double or Nothing, I'm spitting at my TV screen. You get the wrong validity to someone that did not need it. Period. We get Miro coming out celebrate his TNT title win while the fans chant "We want Darby" at him. Miro mocks them and says no one can stop him, and he will defend the title next week. Then my man Lance Archer comes out and he said he's going to put Miro in the ground and make him his Bulgarian bitch and take the TNT title at Double or Nothing. Yes, I can't wait. I told y'all this for weeks that this was going to happen. I told y'all for weeks this is going to happen. Y'all laughed at me. So up yours, turkeys. Now that would be a great match that I think I might actually lose to you, Mike. So that's his word. So that's word to my mother and my father. You just might actually win that match. You might because if I made one small mistake by picking someone that I think that don't need it and they win, I'm really gonna be pissed at you. On dogs I am. I will fire you. Listen, I will fire your ass jersey. I will
You're gonna pick with your heart in that match. I already know it.
Shut up. No, I'm not. See, I'm not gonna pick on my heart. I'm gonna pick on my head. See, man, you can't be giving me emotionally invested into this thing, especially when it comes to pay-per-views, especially with AEW pay-per-views. They always give you swerves. They always give you swerves. So I don't care what no one says about that. But last but not least, the main event. The Young Bucks defeating the Varsity Blondes to retain the AEW World Tag Team Championships. After that match was over, John Moxley and Eddie Kingston attacked the Bucks and stole the Dior and Jordan 1 shoes on some hood shit. Awesome hood shit. The Young Bucks versus John Moxley and Eddie Kingston for the AEW World Tag Team Championship has been officially made for Double or Nothing. That's how we end the AEW Dynamite.
Bro, I fucking hate. I don't like using the word hate. I like the team of fucking Moxley and Eddie Kingston, bro. I fucking bother me, bro. Just looking at them motherfuckers, like that shit bothers me. Then you steal these drippy ass shoes that I brought up the first time they wore them. Now,
bro, awesome
now they get stolen.
They pull some hood. Yo, listen, they pull some hood shit on the TV show. I'm like, yo, we'll have to just rob them for their shoes, yo. Also, real New York shit.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like how they make an Eddie Kingston gangster and shit.
You know that one for a fact. and you, Michael, you know that one for a fact because I know Jersey people be doing that same thing too.
We do that shit, bro. But I don't like how they making them the hood dudes, like how they try to make Taz this hood motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? Like
based on his background.
I mean, man, that don't make you hood just because you live by a bodega and by a Yankee Stadium.
No, I get it. I get that though. I mean, I get it. I mean, I get it for Eddie Kingston doing it, but why John Moxley doing it? Yeah, nah.
I don't even get it why Eddie Kingston doing it, bro. Like he got this Mick Foley shit about him, bro, and he just needs.
Oh no, man! I don't read that from him. I'm gonna say no. I read more of
He got lovable loser written all over him, bro.
I read more of like a Nick Gage when it comes to him. If anybody else, you know what I'm saying? John Moxley would never be like that Mick Foley because he would just jump off and do whatever. You know what I mean? So I don't know about that, but I'm definitely with you on that. I'm like, yo, also hood shit. That that's pretty cool.
And then, bro, I hate that motherfucker move set. Like everything. Miro? No fucking Eddie Kingston, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's it wild, bro. It's like he's starting off a my play on K or some shit. Like he ain't got no fucking moves, bro. He got like 5 moves of doom like John Cena. He got like the spinning back fist, like a stiff ass chop, a elbow drop, and a clothesline. Like, bro, I fucking hate that dude, bro. He doing his job, but he making me not fucking like him, bro. Even as a face, I don't like him. Carry on. I'm sorry.
He's a much better heel than he is a face. But I understood it. It was kind of cool.
Bro, it's just everything about him, bro. It's the multiple rosaries, the double slashes in the eyebrows. Like, who the fuck made this dude up, bro? Like,
I don't think you can't make him no Eddie Kingston, man. Only he can do that. Like, I don't think you can present someone like that and be like, yo, Kingston, we need you to be this person. He will look at you and be like, oh hell,
a super Latin king. Like he don't come off as that.
Oh no, we are totally done with this now. You said Lion King, I gotta move on. There's something else. Oh my god, he's the older version of a Lion King. I'm done with you, bro. Yo, let's go into SmackDown from last night. Oh wow. Yo, ADR and all that, you know what I'm saying? I'm on their way, okay? Just you know what I'm saying? We're not saying nothing about y'all, okay? All right. Yeah. So I gotta be saying that because Gunplay was about to do some Gunplay type shit. Oh, okay. SmackDown from last night. SmackDown kicked off with Sonya Deville calling out the fellow champions, except for Roman. Of course, Roman's not gonna come the fuck out there to give these peasants no time to shine. Comes out. WWE will be leaving the Thunderdome on July 16th as the fans return for the live events, so they made it known now. Sonya introduces all the champions from SmackDown. Paul Heyman comes out as representation for Roman Reigns, saying that Roman is just a title holder like the others here, but he would come out on his own time, which he did later on that night. We'll get into that. Bayley interrupts and says she carried the WWE during the Thunderdome era and walked Dominic Mysterio, Natalya, and Tamina. And Bayley had also said that Bianca is a criminal and cheated at WrestleMania Backlash. So Nia Jax and Shayna basically came out and went after Natalya, Tamina, and supposedly this turned into a 6-woman tag match, which ended up being the heels, Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and Bayley defeated the champion Bianca Belair and the tag team champions Natalya and Tamina. What a bad way to be done with a pay-per-view, and then the very next TV taping, the champions lose. That sucks. I bring this 50-50 booking, it's garbage.
So that's exactly what it was.
Yes, it was. Then Aleister Black. You haven't heard about him, but yes, he's back. And he comes out, he reads the next chapter of his book and says it's time to call the herd. I wonder who he meant by that. We'll figure that one out later. King Corbin then comes out and then calls out Shinsuke Nakamura for a match. Then we get the guitarist, Rick Bugs, whatever you want to pronounce his last name, comes out instead and says he's here to rock the new king of SmackDown, Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura defeated King Corbin. Nakamura still had Corbin's crown. Mm-hmm. You mean tell me that this is going to be a fight over for a damn crown? If y'all telling me about this, like, yo, why can't y'all bring back King of the Ring at the pay-per-view? Damn.
They probably going to try to do the King of Strong style shit again.
I mean, if that's gonna be the, if that's gonna be the case, then why can't they just say, like, you know, let's just do a let's just try the King of the Ring pay-per-view or the King of the Ring tournament again, and then maybe we can have it solidified. But this whole thing, you two beefing over for one prop, I'm not getting behind this. Sorry, Shinsuke, but I can't behind this. And then, like Gunplay said, the King of Strong style. You know, so I can get behind this. I gotta move on. Sonya Deville books the Street Profits versus the Usos for next week's SmackDown. That's only if Jimmy can get Jay to be on course with this. But of course, we see what happened backstage. Jay got to go all the way to Roman, asking his permission. He said, "There ain't no we when it comes to you and him. It's we when it comes to you and me." Woo!
That was a fire Roman cut.
My man Jay is conflicted between family. You know what I'm saying? You know, so saying either your brother or your cousin, man. Anyway, he got something he got to deal with. Universal Champion Roman Reigns then calls Jimmy Uso to the ring, but instead Cesaro comes out. Cesaro challenges him to a rematch at Hell in a Cell, the next pay-per-view, but gets wildly attacked by Seth Rollins. Damn, the jacket that he had on yesterday was fire. I'm sorry, I caved. Cesaro didn't get stretched out, but Seth Rollins is on the rampage and he curse starts the hell out of him on the ramp. Boom! Knocked his ass out. Look what you made me do! Look what you made me do! Why'd you do this to me? Why'd you do this to me? Oh, just all that because the damn 30 swings that he took at WrestleMania had gone him to the deep end or he went loco. So am I going to see Seth Rollins in a straitjacket next? Because if we can get that, I'm with you. I don't way into these characters, but if you're not executing this thing, it's lackluster at best. So WWE, don't burn Seth Rollins just yet. Jesus Christ, like have him really go to that dark place and like, yo, let him be freaked out. Let him turn into the loose cannon. Ooh, imagine that. So we get next we got this one half of the SmackDown champions, Dominic Mysterio defeated Robert Roode. I'm sorry, but this was trash. Jey Uso then told Roman about Jimmy Uso booking him in the tag match against which I had already said that. It's like it's not about you two, it's about us two right here. So he got a bunch of choices that he got to make for that. Next, the main event, the last of the main event, which was the Apollo Crews walking out with the Intercontinental Championship, defeated Big E, defeated Kevin Owens, defeated Sami Zayn in a fatal four-way to retain that belt. After Aleister Black actually comes out and screws over Big E by taking him out with a black mask. Boop! That's all she freaking wrote. So now we're going to see Big E and Aleister Black get into a program. What's going to happen with Apollo Crews? Who's going to be the next babyface that I can picture going after him? It might have to be Kevin Owens, because if you intertwine Sami Zayn, it's going to be a three-way.
That's just so stupid, man.
Because I had no idea. What other babyface in the back could actually want to go against Apollo, besides the one person that I said, that me and Mike had both said, where the hell is Keith? Keith's been MIA for months. When are you going to bring this man back?
Exactly. Like,
it's free Keith Lee to a spell backwards. How about that? You heard? Anyway, so SmackDown was clearly the better show out of all four. I'm sorry, I gotta get NXT the second. I gotta get NXT the second runner-up this week. AEW's definitely third, and Raw is forever trash. So for now on, each and every damn week, Raw is automatically in the garbage bin. Okay. Let's get into the news real quick. If I can remember this off the top of my head, as I said before, WWE is going to do the 26 state tour from July 16th to Labor Day weekend. So some of the states will be like Georgia, Texas, Florida. I think somewhere in the Northwest. I think so too. So is AEW. AEW is having a watch party in certain clubs and bars and stuff like that for their Double or Nothing pay-per-view. So if you see something in your neighborhood and they're marketing that thing, you should go there. Or some of the nerds and marks that's out there that actually want to actually go and have a good time that weekend. I won't. I'll be in the house getting drunk, watching pay-per-view. Big Show praises Rey Fenix because he has a similarity to Rey Mysterio in the mid-90s from WCW. Yeah. Oh, y'all got to get hit to that collision in Korea of Dark Side of the Ring. If y'all have not been watching Dark Side of the Ring for season 3, y'all need to catch up. Real talk. Collision. Yep, the collision in Korea.
I got to check it out.
Yes, you should. A&E document, A&E document, documentary of the superstars. Brady Owen, Marshall Ray Styles has been getting some bad reviews lately. That's a bad sign. And I'm gonna say this is Dark Side of the Ring over over A&E's docuseries. Those is trash. I'm sorry, I can't play. What Daniel Bryan, Impact Wrestling is teasing a Daniel Bryan show update. Can we see him show up at Slammiversary this summer? I don't know. Now that he's really a free agent, I still say Daniel Bryan just be the journeyman. Go to all these companies, get that 1 to 2 match contract. Get that 1-2 match contract and stuff like that. Create some great rivalry with someone, and then go over to the next one until when you feel like, you know what, I'm done, and then you can retire in the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. You heard? Get that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to forget. One major big news. AEW is now going to be moving to TBS in January 2022. And later on this year, we're going to get the fourth show. The fourth show of AEW's content will be now AEW Rampage. That will be debuted in August of 2021. Then when the whole migration happens, they're going to be migrating over to TBS. Supposedly, Rampage will be set for Fridays at 10, so after SmackDown, and AEW Dynamite should still be in the same time slot.
Alexa, lights off.
That's gonna be crazy.
So this ain't a bad thing. This is more of a good thing. I think TBS need to have that. I think TBS need to have that that the whole TBS network just need to be restructured over to have more edgier content. You know what I mean? So I think that's what they just need to do when it comes to that channel to be more profitable and more importantly, you get more eyeballs watching instead of just having comedy shows.
Yeah, it's gonna do the same thing. Thunder.
Hopefully, but I mean, hopefully they can do better than what Thunder did because you have the main show on that television network. So now, when it comes to that, and well, actually, matter of fact, you got two of them now because you're going to have Rampage on Friday nights. Rampage is going to be the Thunder of that. Right. It's going to be the continuation of Dynamite. So if it happens at Dynamite, it might carry over to Rampage for like an hour, and then that's it. You know what I mean? So it would be a good thing if TBS can just change the way how like they work, more edgier, like they'll be straight. They'll really be straight for them. You know what I'm saying? They'll be happy. Also, what was I going to say? I think Impact. No, excuse me. I think not. There's one more saying. Something about MLW. MLW's TV deal with Vice is now up and running, so now they're officially on Vice now. I don't know if I said that before, but
Contra. Jacob 2, man. Jacob 2 is that deal. Y'all know about Jacob 2. Go check him out.
We're going to be on Vice TV now. This should be on Vice TV now officially. Saturdays at 12. So Saturdays at noon. MLW will be on, I think, for an hour. So check your local listeners, check your TV, your cable do that. That's all the news and stuff like that we got to do. We are short staff, so and I'm in a different laboratory. So I was like, something else. We're done for the day. We're done for the week. Big Mike, I'll catch your bitch ass next week for that Ultra at Double or Nothing. For the rest of y'all boys, I'm BlvckHvrt, Gunplay here. Y'all know what the follow us. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, podcast. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell on YouTube for all our TV episodes. What else have we got? Follow the podcast. The podcast. Okay, yeah. Take the podcast, Google Podcast, Podcast, SoundCloud.
Yep.
And Audia, AUDEA.io. You can find us there too. Now, officially. Oh, excuse me, and one more. Podbean as well. My fault.
Podbean.
Oh, forget about that love anyway. Yes, folks, and definitely buy our t-shirts, man. www.com/off-the-top-podcast. You find the 3 designs on there, $25 each. Up there, all sizes up to 3Xs. If you want anything bigger than that, DM me personally or send an email to off-the-top-podcast@gmail.com, and I'll try to do your plug-in, Bobby Westside. Appreciate that you be chopping down there, so go ahead.
Hey, man. Hey, Off the Top Rope Podcast. I'm here. Bobby Westside, the final boss, the ultimate villain, the dopest heel ever. All that shit. All that shit.
Okay. And, if for the rest of y'all out there, be safe out there. And if y'all state opens up, still be smart about it because I'm still going to be smart about it until my second jaw calls me the fuck back. But they haven't done that yet. So until then, I bid you adieu.
Yeah.
Catch y'all next week for the season finale of our podcast as we get ready for season 4. So stay tuned.
Too sweet.
Peace. Peace.